What's good, e-bikers? Himiway is back, and this is the new A7 from the company, full suspension, commuter style. Let's go. What's up, e-bikers? So Himiway is known for their fat tire e-bikes. They've been around for, a good 5-6 years now, maybe more. Known for a lot of 26x4, fat tires on the market, long range, of course. Well, this is the A7. This is a newer model from them. They're starting to get into the skinny e-bike world as far as tire size goes. And this is the A7 here. Now, what's unique about this bike is that, which I haven't seen before in the market, is it's a full suspension commuter style, meaning it has skinnier tires. It's got a rack back here. It's got swept back handlebars for a more comfortable ride. And it's a pretty cool combination, I have to say. This bike would go up against something like the Velotric Discover 2, for example. But this bike is cheaper. It's got some cooler features, I think. We'll get into more of the comparisons later in the video. But I really like this setup they got here. It comes in red, white, and blue. Some nice color choices there. And the price is only $17.99. So it's a pretty good value there for what you get from this e-bike. So let's get into the specs. I'll tell you more about what the A7 has in store. All right, so the A7 comes in at 73 pounds at 64 without the battery. It is 75 inches long from tire tip to tire tip. It is a payload capacity of 330 pounds. The standover height is about 20 inches here, so that's what you're looking at there from that standpoint. Rider heights are, let's see, 5'3" to 6'1". I'm 6 foot, and I feel just fine this thing. I get pretty good pedal extension. Let me show you how I look on the bike. Let me fix this seat post here. I'm a 6 foot rider. So it's a very comfortable upright position, as you can see. Pretty easy step over as well. When it comes to tires and brakes, we're rocking these Kendas, 27.5 by 2.4 inches wide. You can see the nice street tread on there. Very pretty grippy tires. You get the reflective sidewall as well. That's sitting on the Shimano MT200 brakes there, hydraulic brakes, with a 180mm rotors from Tektro, and you've got a suspension fork as well. This has 120 millimeters of travel, so it's a pretty nice suspension fork from Himiway for this setup here. I forgot to mention as well, this bike has a through axle, so when you come, you just put in the axle, screw it in, and you're all set. Let's talk about gearing. 8-speed e-bike, has a nice 44.2 chain ring up here, single-sided, with a nice KMC chain on there. Pretty beefy cranks here on aluminum pedals, of course. And that's mated to a Shimano Altus derailleur with a 13 to 33, I think, or 32 tooth freewheel back here. Really nice freewheel. Not sure where it's from, but looks like a pretty good gearing setup here for the A7. Here's that 8-speed trigger shifter up here on the top right. And you got a thumb throttle here mated to the display pad, which is nice. Torque or cadence sensor e-bike, guys. So you can switch between both. We'll test that out on the ride ahead. But it's nice to know you can switch between both. It's becoming a much more requested feature on e-bikes, and you're seeing more manufacturers add that to their lineups in terms of being able to get a workout or just use cadence to speed you around the road. Power is a 500 watt rear hub motor back here. It speaks at 900 watts and has 60 newton meters of torque. That's paired with a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery here in the down tube. Okay, it comes with a 2 amp charger included, LG cells, and should give you some nice range. They say about 50 to 80 miles, 80 if you use PES1 or Eco mode, and less if you use the higher speeds there. Let's take out the battery. You're going to put it in the key there. It drops down. Push it again, and it comes out. Kind of like two twists of the key there. It does have a charge indicator right here. You can see this thing is fully charged. And you can charge this on or off the bike. If in the winter you can take it in your garage, whatever, put it in there. Just snaps back in, take the key out, you're ready to ride. Here's a look at that coil spring fork or coil spring suspension in here. There is a kind of a preload adjustment with this sort of screw thing here. I think you need a special tool for this. You can't really do it by hand, but it's out of the box. It's pretty stiff for me. I weigh 180. I'm not getting much travel on it at all. So that is what it is. Here's a look at the rear of it there. So there's not a whole lot of access to it. It's kind of hidden between the sides of the frame here. And all the linkage points here have the newton meters of torque in terms of how tight you should put these things. So that's a nice touch as well. I haven't seen that detail on many e-bikes. Other amenities include this nice rear rack back here. This is MIC rated, so you can get one of those MIC rear bags back here. It pops right in. He also includes some bungees, which are tied down right here. Nice touch from Himiway as well. So love to see that MIC rated for accessories from Himiway. Look at the seat, a very comfortable seat, nice and soft. Feels like memory foam technology, maybe gel actually, oh, it says foaming technology. So a really nice seat. I like it so far. And very comfortable. It's got the Himiway name on the back. Let's take a look at the cockpit. Here's your control pad. And what's neat about this is the thumb throttle is integrated into it. So everything's right here. This is your entire control center for the bike, essentially. Plus and minus, you got your light and walk mode, your mode button, your power button, and of course your thumb throttle. Moving over to the right, you've got your trigger shifter, locking grips, and there's your Shimano brake levers. Nice wide sweep on those handlebars, makes for a very upright position while you're riding this thing. Here's a look at that front light when it's turned on. It's a decent light. And check out the back. The back is really cool because it's integrated into the rack itself. It's got that kind of a spaceship rear light feel there. I love that thing. And in the settings, you can change this so it blinks as well. Let me try and get into there. Okay, so as we get into the setting, you can hold on the M key on the display pad for a couple seconds. And you'll be presented with a password screen. The password is 0510. You can use the plus and minus. And what's nice here is they tell you what to do here. So plus and minus is select, M is okay, and power button is back. So they give you instructions there. No one's done that before in e-bike history, I think. So thank you, Himiway, for those instructions there. So let me enter 0510 here. Hit the plus button. Oh, I'm going to go to 0. I'm going to hit M to hit enter. Then the next one, we got 5, M. Next one, we got 1, M. Next one, we got 0, M. Now we're in the settings here. So the tail light setting is in safety setting. Hit the minus key, go in there. Tail light mode. I'm going to hit M again. And you got 4 modes here. So I'm not sure which ones are blinking, which ones are not. There's 4 modes here. I think mode is the current one. So I'm going to go with mode 4 here and see, because it looks like it has both blinking lights. So it's always blinking, and then when you brake, it blinks, I think, even faster, looks like. So I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit I'm okay, go back. Oh, no, I got to hit the power button, go back. Okay, back again. Okay, now let's take a look at that rear tail light. And there you go. It's now blinking. I'm going to keep this setting. That's a great setting. If I hit the brake, what happens? So it blinks even more. So really nice setting here. The Discover 2 has tail lights, turn signals in the back, but I'd much rather have this. I think it's more visible, and it makes you safer on the road. So nice touch anyway. For the display itself, you see a nice color display here. You got your battery up here. There's your light indicator, trip, odometer. I'm in turbo mode. Those are the different levels here: Sport, Tour, Eco, Eco Plus, and Off. If I scroll through the other settings here, average and max, watt, time, calories, CO2, torque, and cadence. It shows you how much torque you're using, which you don't typically see. And back to trip and odometer. So I'd say the A7 compares to something like the Velotric Discover 2, which I reviewed last year on the channel. You can see here in the pine green. The A7 comes in at $17.99 versus $19.99 for the Discover 2, so $200 cheaper. I think it has dual suspension versus the front only on the Discover. so it's more comfortable to ride overall. I think the A7's taillight is cooler, while the Discover 2 has turn signals. A7 comes in better colors, in my opinion, red, white, and blue versus green, gray, red, and mint that Velotric offers. They both do torque and cadence switching, so you can both switch between the two of those. Top speed, well, that goes to the Discover 2, it's 28 miles an hour, but A7 is about 24 mph. It's rocking a 5-watt motor versus a 750 on the Discover 2. And the A7 has a 15 amp hour battery versus a 14.4 on the Velotric. What's up, e-bikers? We're on the Himiway A7 here, doing our little road test here. This thing is smooth, comfortable to ride. It's just a real pleasure to sit on and cruise on here. My initial testing. Let's see our corners here. We're in turbo. I'm in the torque sensor mode. We're going to switch to cadence later. We'll do the speed test. Unfortunately, you have to go to the settings to do it. They provide a nice instruction manual that comes with the bike. I'll show you later. But yeah, we're going to do a speed test, hill test, some braking, do a downhill run, see how it is at higher speeds, and we'll check it out, so stay tuned. By the way, I'm using arm sleeves now instead of sunscreen. I hate lathering up all the time because I have to ride a lot of e-bikes in the summer. So these arm sleeves do the trick. They're UV. They got UV protection and they look cool. They're actually not that hot, so pick some up if you want to use something other than sunscreen on your rides. So here's the guide and manual that Himiway gives you. All the settings here for the display are in here. You can basically change everything. You can even go down to the torque settings, the assist mode settings, e-bike classes, the walk speed, the max assist speed, assist ratio setting in each of the ones: Eco Plus, Eco, Tour, Sport, Turbo. You can change a lot of stuff in here. There's even OTA upgrades, looks like it says. But we're just going to do the class 3 and then the torque sensor in a second here. So we put this away. Alright, so again, to get to the settings, you're going to hold down the M key for a few seconds. You get the password screen, 0510. So we put plus. 0, hit M, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and 0. Okay, assist settings, assist mode. So let's see here, we want to go into the assist system setting. Max e-bike class, yes, so top one there. Class 1, Class 2. Okay, there's no Class 3. I thought there was. Okay. Max assist speed. Let's see if that does it. Okay, max speed 20. No, you can't go higher than that. Okay. We're back. What about system mode settings? Assist torque settings, ratio, power response tuning, assist. Well, there's the sensor switch. There's also a throttle setting. Variable speed, follow walk mode, disable. Don't know what that means. Torque and cadence, there you go. Alright, well, I guess we can't change the. There's the tail light. System and OTA. System info. The torque settings here, Eco Plus, which is the first one, or PS1, is 12 newton meters. Eco torque is 24 newton meters, and it bumps up to 12 increments, so 36, 48, and 60 newton meters in turbo class. All right, here I'm in PS1 or Eco Plus as they call it. I'm not sure why Eco Plus isn't PS2, but the next one is Eco. We're doing like 7 miles an hour here. Okay, let me try the gear down a bit. Yeah, 7 miles an hour. Bumped up to Eco, and now we're doing right around 9. There's Tour. And I gotta put some effort here into the pedal. We're doing 12. Sport. A little more effort there. 16, 17. And finally Tour, or Turbo. 21, 22.5, 23. Okay, there's 24. Maybe it is. It didn't say class 3, it just said class 2. But we just said 24 there. Let's try that again. I'm really gonna pedal this time. Yeah, there's 23, 24. That's about max effort there. All right, just put it in cadence mode. And let's do that top speed run. We're already at 15, 16, 18. I'm just spinning my legs, not really putting any effort in. 22, 23, 23.5, 23.7, 0.8. Come on, 24. Almost 24 there, so this bike seems to be capped at about 24 miles an hour cadence or torque. So let's try just throttle here. I think throttle goes full speed. Yep, all right, let's hit 21, 22, 23, and kind of holding steady right there. 23.2. Hill test time. Throttle only here. 9. Again, a 500 watt motor, peaks at 900 watts. Doing 11.7, gaining a little speed here. Not bad for a 500 watt. You know, I could put it in torque and do this hill test, or I could put it in cadence. It's in cadence now, but really there's not that much difference. You just got to work a little harder with the torque sensor here down the hills. All right, we're at 10 miles an hour. So my minimum speed target would be like 9. We're already there. 9.6, 9.2. Wow, hit 9.0. I just made it there. So that's what I expect from a 500 watt, and it did just that. So let's try the 15% grade here. Try throttle only. See if it can do it. I don't think it can, but yeah. 8, 6, 5, 4. Let me angle out a bit. 3. It's actually, I think it's gonna make it. All right. 3 miles an hour was the lowest there. It's up to 4 now and starting to climb. So not bad. Let's go test those brakes. These are Shimano's. I haven't seen these on an e-bike before. Gotta tap them a little bit here. Nice. Oh, there's Fido. I hope he's chained up there. No. German Shepherd. Alright, let's try a little downhill coast. No power, see how stable it is, and see what kind of speeds we can get. I normally hit 30 plus miles at the end of this, so on almost every e-bike I do. Really good stability. I feel very in control of the bike. I'm doing 30 miles an hour already. Coming around this turn here, I need to tap the brake a bit, stay in the right lane. 31, we're cruising. Oh yeah, 33, 34, 35, wow. Let's tap those brakes, come to a complete stop. Nice. All right, guys, there's your Himiway A7. Really nice, refined e-bike. Let's go over pros and cons. Start with the cons first. It's not, you can't do a class 3, so some of you may not care about that. Some of you may. Display is kind of hard to read when you turn the light on in the day. It's pretty dark. When you turn the lights off, you can see it better. What else is I don't like? I really like a lot about this bike. I don't know why they put these cheap looking stickers on the fork. I'm definitely peeling those off. They come right off anyway. They're so cheap looking. Just leave a nice black fork there. Keep it classy. Not a whole lot else to talk about in terms of cons. I don't know how to adjust this. I think this is a screw here, and it just goes up and down in here. But I think there's a special tool you need to adjust something like this. So if you know in the comments, let me know about how that works. And so that's it. So the speed, the fork adjustment, or the suspension adjustment, the stickers there. What else? No other bad things to say about it. I don't know what to tell you guys. Good looking e-bike, great paint job, comes in blue and white as well. I think I would have preferred the white. They give you a nice mic rack here, and they also include these nice bungee cords. These are great if you want to just throw your jacket in there while you're on a ride or something. I love that. Wish more companies did that. Excellent suspension on both here. Well, this suspension is pretty stiff. I will say that, because it probably needs a little bit of adjustment based on my weight. So that's the other con out of the box. But the front suspension is really good. It's got a lot of travel on there. Very bouncy. The brakes work great. You got nice fenders. Overall, the appearance is just top notch. I mean, it's hard to complain about how this e-bike looks on the road. No rattles. Very refined, comfortable to ride. I think Himiway has a good e-bike here. Good commuter style. This is definitely in my top 5 commuter style e-bikes, guys. Next to the Express, the Discover 2, and things like that. But this might be near the top of that list. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will put a link to this in there, of course. Here's where you charge the bike there. You get some stickers on here. Class 2, 500 watts. And just the overall excellent e-bike from Himiway here. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm out.